We're hopping into this game number 7 of the day. 11?
For me, it's game 10, but I think there's 11 games total.
Okay.
Or did I just make that number up arbitrarily?
It is the 11th series.
Okay, so there was an 11 in there. I'm not just crazy.
Yeah, there is an 11th series. And it's all EU all day. This is what we love to see. They are having themselves a very nice little qualifiers. And man, the other thing that's so hype, you hear those drums. It's TI time, baby. It's the qualifiers. It's happening now, live in front of us. BlinkPool versus Kingdra. I think that you'd kind of have to be a little bit worried right now if you're Kingdra.
They haven't won a game, have they?
No.
Okay.
But it all starts here.
I just wanted to make sure that hasn't changed.
Oh, no, it has changed. They won a game.
Who did they beat?
They beat the Final Tribe?
Okay.
What?
That's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, maybe they were a bit shook from their previous loss, because the Final Tribe lost in the previous series to another team who, because of certain reasons, I can't remember anything right now, Gabe. I literally can't. You could ask me what happened 5 minutes ago, I will have no idea.
Okay.
It's been too long of a day. I'm out of practice.
I'm with you.
Now, this is something that we haven't seen in a while, the classic Clockwork Shadow Fiend combination. This is a blast from the past. Get the free Necromastery stacks in the beginning of the game, and given the picks of Kingdra right now, I mean, it's either going to be a Troll or a Zeus mid, I would imagine, unless they completely change the pace with the last pick, and then just put the Troll in the safe lane, potentially Tree +1 off lane, and then maybe they want something else mid besides Zeus. But honestly, if I'm walking to a lane with a Shadow Fiend that has souls, I wouldn't mind being a Zeus, just because you're going to be arcing for the majority of the CS anyway. And when you get to like level 5, you can just start spamming the Shadow Fiend. This is a matchup that's really interesting because normally heroes that play mid against Shadow Fiend, once the Shadow Fiend hits 5, even if you were winning at that point, you start to lose because he's just going to shove the wave and go to the jungle. But Zeus can pretty much kill the lane, not equally as fast, but still pretty fast. And you're buying a ton of mana regen items anyway, so you're not using your auto attacks as CS, where Shadow Fiend normally gets ahead by having Necromastery stacks, having a ton of damage, and just out-CSing the crap out of you. So Zeus kind of mitigates that problem a little bit if they do decide to send it mid.
Well, and taking that before it even comes up. The other thing to note is Maneska is here. The Dark Willow gets through for Bambo. This is something that was first round banned out in the earlier series that we saw from Kingdra. Apparently, there were multiple games that he's playing on ladder and with the team where he was getting double-digit kills and just kind of going crazy. So I have a feeling that's where they're going to be playing it this time around.
Okay.
Which, we'll see if that remains the same or not. If that is the case, I guess there is maybe a little bit more viability towards the Zeus Tree and Protector dual combo, but I kind of like what you're saying about it being a good way to deal with the Shadow Fiend.
It's a really annoying matchup for SF. Basically, no matter what lane matchup you get as that hero, once you hit 5, you're doing the exact same thing in every matchup. You're double raising and you're going to the woods, or you're double raising and you're pressuring the tower. That is it. And against Zeus, once he hits 5, you're going to start eating bolts, and it hurts a lot because Shadow Fiend has crappy strength gain, and you're going to be forced to ferry a lot of regen, so you don't really want to stick around any more than you have to. Typically, you'll just shove, leave, etc., etc.
Yeah, and that's kind of where he wants to be in this world. Maybe we'll see some other stacks get created for him as well. God, Wind Ranger Beastmaster, another one of those lanes that is just tragic to have to face off against.
You hate to see it, Gabe. You absolutely hate to see it. I think the Brewmaster Wind Ranger lane seems a tiny bit more annoying just because, and this is a personal preference, but I hate Drunken Haze as a spell.
Yeah.
I just like mechanics that make you miss are just the most frustrating mechanics, okay? I'm a mid player.
You're literally clenching your fists.
I'm clenching my fists in anger because of me not wanting to do that. But it does look like we could potentially be seeing... It still could be Mirana support, but I'm leaning way more towards Zeus support now after having seen that, because people just love the core Mirana at the moment.
Yeah, and some nice setups here as well. We've seen kind of the resurgence of Tree and Protector. I think Zayat's was one of the big ones in Vega. He started doing this play where he would drop down the Ironwood branch to plant a tree so he could root somebody mid-lane, which was pretty hype. So maybe that comboed together with some Marana arrows later on could be a nifty little thing to do. Also, just Overgrowth in general is pretty
Overgrowth.
awesome.
You also have things like Bramble Maze. At max rank, I think it's 2.5 second route, so that's still enough as long as the Marana's ready for the follow-up. And the Slark last pick here from BlinkPool. I know why. It's a team led by Misery. He loves that hero, and so does Madara, actually. They both really enjoy playing it. So, overall, let's see. Which lineup do I actually like more? I'm kind of leaning towards BlinkPool with the last 2 picks, to be perfectly honest, because, okay, you're looking at a Troll carry and potentially also a Marana core, right?
Yeah.
And Marana is not good against Slark if you get caught. So if the Slark is able to close the gap and he gets a pounce on you, you cannot leap away, which means that you will end up going down more than likely, especially if there's any sort of follow-up damage. You got power shots, there's Beastmaster Roar 2, Shadow Fiend's going to do a good chunk of damage on top of that, so that you will pretty much go down. And the Dark Pact is going to eat through the refraction, or not refraction, the tree armor extremely fast. One Dark Pact eats the entirety of that damage block, so it doesn't match up super well against Slark, but to their advantage, they do have Zeus, which Slark hates playing against because you're going to be randomly bolting. The ultimate reveals you in Shadow Blade. You're not really able to get in as easily as you want to. So there's a lot, I guess, to be said for both teams, and I still think that the team with Slark, last pick Slark, is a strong Slark.
Yeah, and this is the type of lineup that, again, you'd like to be able to think that they could maybe run at them and make some stuff happen, but I feel like it's sort of an unconventional offlaner. I do believe that this is Bambo playing the Willow. Kid, I think, is what he's tagged up as.
Yep,
we saw
that's
earlier.
Bambo.
I don't know why he's tagged up as that, but that's fine. Everybody are kings here on the Kingdra lineup, and a lot of alt chat being sent out as well. I feel like these guys know each other fairly well.
Oh, I'm sure they do. It's not even a doubt. These guys probably play pubs together like literally every day.
Well, early smoke out here, and I think this is the lineup. Yeah, you can see that they just have the one ward on the tree, so everybody opting to take a little bit more regen instead, which is going to give them a better landing stage. But Kingdra, the big moves, trying to find themselves a Wind Ranger. She already has Wind Run. This is not going to be an easy kill.
I don't even know if they can kill him unless they land an arrow. I think it has to be an arrow at level 1 or they're not going to kill.
I think that actually, you know what, they might just be waiting here to see if they can potentially set up for a kill to immediately burn through Kaiser's souls. Oh my god.
It could be just that.
The bait.
The ward's down.
This is a Bambo play. They don't think anybody is at the bounty runes.
Oh no, but what if... Oh, the Beastmaster, I think he's onto it. I think Kezu knows what's going on.
Oh, he didn't go up the hill! Oh, he throws out the axes, though.
Okay. Plan spoiled.
Abort.
What a play. That would have been sick if he could have gotten the kill beforehand.
Yeah.
Take him down from 12 to 6 souls. Especially now, since it's a matchup where the hero is predicated on auto-attacking to get CS. That's what you don't want in this type of matchup. But they are setting the Zeus here for the time being. Maybe that's the plan to kind of alleviate the lead that Kaiser's going to have from the get-go.
Yeah, they set this up over to the side as well, where they're putting Bambo in the top lane to run against the Beastmaster clock, just because they know how terrible of a matchup this is. And Kid, I'm just going to try and farm up some souls, backs out again. Zeus maybe going to go for a courier snipe here? Shadowfiend needs to be careful with this. They're just sending it right back down, and instead they managed to find the other courier.
Wait. Where did their courier die?
It must have just died right over here in this lane.
Okay. Well, that's not something you want to happen. Because it wasn't going mid, right?
No, it was not mid. Nobody was mid. I don't believe.
Well, I mean, I thought Cancel might have been sending more regen, but
yeah,
I guess that wasn't the case.
I did not see, and the courier bind, I believe, is broken, so apologies that we did not catch that one. But good play by BlinkPool to be able to dodge away from the courier snipe. And then likewise get one of their own.
I think that just had to have been an accident, like a miss micro or something.
Yeah. Seems entirely likely that that's the case.
And, you know, I've been hearing a lot of hype from Kevin about this Bambo Willow.
Okay.
And if this thing doesn't deliver, we're going to have words. Because there's been respect bans on this hero in the first phase from a lot of other teams in this qualifier.
Andy with the call-outs.
I'm just saying.
I hear
If Kevin has that much expectation, I too have to like raise my expectations to his level.
Yeah. The alt chat, or actually the allied chat, that one's a very good voice line. As Saksa just gonna back up again. Wind runs out of there. Just
middle lane.
Power shot.
Misery.
Oh, looking for it. The salve, the leap.
Oh my
the
god, he's
leap,
so
he
greedy.
gets it.
They're gonna lose the Zeus though.
Jabs will go down there, but that's gonna be a TP back to Fountain. And Kid, meanwhile, top lane, Bambo able to escape for the moment from Kazu, although he does have axes again, as well as the Mango. He's looking for that opening. He might be able to hit it here. Just to the side, just barely getting out.
He is not having a great lane. Beastmaster is just so obnoxiously strong in the early game. So much damage.
I'm really freaking out.
I mean, I gotta say, like, all things considered, you know, Kingdra sending the Zeus mid, it has helped a bit. Like, the Mirana is still behind in overall CS, but it's not as bad as it should be. If you're just left in an isolated 1v1 against Shadow Fiend and he starts with 12 souls and you're pretty much any hero, you're losing real bad.
Yeah.
Because he basically would hit for, what, like 70-ish damage at level 1, and then as soon as he hits 4, it's going to get even worse.
Well, and again, sort of having those interchangeable heroes is Charlie taking a lot of damage here. They don't have any in the heal right now through the tree, but might be able to get some as they will escape for the moment. BRU also taking a lot of damage. The power shot's not going to be there. And because of that, with the chase coming in, Charlie doing the damage. They have a win run still.
He really wants this punch. They're standing too far away from the trees, though.
No branch right now. Find it.
They can't actually kill yet, because Saksa has enough mana for Windrun anyway.
Oh. Bambo.
Bambo down.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, nice little rotation there for Misery. Middle lane, Kaiser might be paying for it.
Oh, Cancel misses the arrow, but it might not matter as they're still chasing forward. Does have the stick charges. They get the kill. Jab's hitting it.
Oh, this is a very strange build. 0 points in Arc Lightning, 0-2-1 on the Zeus.
Yeah. Again, I guess just playing in that sort of supporty role.
Well, it makes sense if you think of it as the individual spellcast being more efficient. Bottom lane, Charlie, gonna turn it around on Madara here.
Well, trading those punches and force him back. There's the salve immediately. Only level 3 right now on the Slark. Maybe not the biggest deal in the world, but it does look like that is going to be the Wind Ranger picking up a couple of these bounty runes and now dealing some damage. They will back out. Go towards their shrine.
Now this has got to be so annoying for the Shadow Fiend. He did hit 5 though, so if he wants, he's got double mango and stick charges. He could just be shoving this wave.
Yeah. They also, up top, we've seen the Dark Willow have a pretty good time of it. Level 5 already, is taking still a lot of damage here, trying to live through it. The axes! That's enough.
That hero does way too much damage.
Beastmaster?
Yeah, like the damage amplification from the wild axes.
Yeah.
Probably not necessary.
Have you done the Beastmaster Coddle?
Oh, that sounds gross.
Because
I would never do that to someone, even my worst enemy.
it does stack.
Oh,
You can get up to
no.
4 stacks of it. Actually, more than that, I think. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that's completely bonkers.
Try it in your pubs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, make everyone in your game sad.
Zeus gonna head his way towards the top lane. There's still Misery in the area here as they are now going to be facing off against the Troll Warlord. They've decided to send the Dark Willow down bottom, close to her level 6. Oh, Madara also is getting close to his. Is there any kill potential here in a little bit?
For who? The Willow?
Yeah.
Nah, not in a Slark. If he sees that the Willow is 6, he's gonna play different. Like if he gets Curse Crowned or whatever, he's just gonna Dark Pact and then ult if he has to. Or just pounce away because the Willow will not be able to keep distance on him.
This has been a very strange laning phase as Kezu moves in. He has been able to find a hit here onto the Troll Warlord, who will go down, and now caught in the cogs for the moment. It's a lot of damage onto the tree, and Viryu just gonna go down again. Double kill for Misery. It's really the Beastmaster that was dealing the deeps, though, as the arrow is going to be there from Cancel in a second if he can manage to find the angle. Doesn't even need it with the DD.
And nice rune pickup.
Yeah, Beastmaster did 1,000 damage there at 7.5 minutes.
What a hero, guys. Throw one set of axes, deal 1,000 damage. I mean, he did hit multiple heroes, so.
That is the roar, I guess. But yeah, I'm with you. The hero's crazy.
It's just so funny to me that Beastmaster goes from a literal master of beasts, where you would always max Call of the Wild, to basically not Beastmaster because you don't get them until you're like level, what, 11?
Yeah, it's a while. Oh no, he doesn't have leap. 3 seconds still for Cancel. He might not be able to get out of here in time, and
can't even cast a Starstorm. Took him like 8 tries to get it off.
This is great time for Clockwork. Misery's having a ball of a time. 3,000 gold lead at 8.5 minutes.
So far, the movement from BlinkPool has been on point. And this TP is going to cost the Zeus his life.
Soul Ring, axes, done.
Misery does not have dust, so Biryu should be fine. This Clockwork is going to hit 6 at like before 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
I mean, that's a... I wonder if Saksa takes the Tome even. Because level 7 Clock is pretty powerful. And he'll hit it if he gets the Tome, which means level 4 Battery Assault. That's the main thing there. And because Saksa is not going to benefit from the level 6 that much, because he's a position 5, basically, on the Wind Ranger this game. And having Focus Fire as position 5 is like, whatever, right? What does it actually do? He might be dead here. Yeah, he's definitely dead here.
A lot of damage, although getting up to the high ground. The root is there onto the Slark as well as Madara trying to live through it. They do kill off that Wind Rangers you're talking about, but now the Terrorize able to split it off, and it's Bambo interrupted as they will be able to get that kill. Jab's also getting ran down a little bit here. They're bringing back in the Slark. Don't think he can get within range, though.
Yeah, Misery is crushing it this game. He's been in the right place at the right time so often. Involved in 6 of the 8 kills that his team currently has. Nice shackle here on a Charlie.
Oh no, and he might just be dead again. They have the roar, and immediately Kezu just cleaning house.
That is so weird to me that... Okay, so his tree's farming the safe lane, but he's the one running to check bounty runes. Like, shouldn't it, I guess he wants the tree to get EXP, but it should still pretty much be the other way around. Letting the troll be the one to face check uphill with no vision for a bounty rune does not seem like the optimal play.
Well, I mean, he certainly got punished, that's for dang sure. Clockwork, you mentioned it, level 6. And now going to move forward and... Well, they do scan it, so Dire realizing what's going on, and that's going to prompt out a Moonlight Shadow, I believe.
Yeah, they are in Viz. Middle lane, they're going on Kaiser.
Okay, taking a lot of damage. They have found him, and KS was not quite there in time as top lane now. Biryu has Overgrowth. Ready to go on these guys if they want to. A Kezu kill would be huge here. But it is so hard to find that. Overgrowth following up. The arrow is going to connect, and well, Charlie moving forward as well as Cancel are going to try and take both of these heroes down. They managed to get him.
Nice. Nicely played Starstorm there. The synergy was perfect. Biryu waited for Kezu to walk away from the creep wave to ensure that there would be no chance the arrow could miss into the Overgrowth, into the immediate follow-up stun, and then the Starstorm hitting on both heroes to secure that. It's big for Cancel. He had a very, I guess it wasn't a super hard lane because the Zeus was there at the beginning, just spamming bolts and stuff, being a nuisance to the SF, but it still wasn't easy. Playing against a Shadow Fiend with preemptive souls is a rough one.
Smoke mid lane here with 3. And Kaiser again going to be the target, but they have heroes in the area ready to make this move as they find the shackle, connects there onto the tree. Hookshot a little bit off the mark, and Kingdra just going to see if they can retreat in time. Misery able to find at least one as he tries to back out of the cogs now, or maybe he just accepts his fate as the roar comes out. They've been able to find Cancel. He's dead as well. Dropping like flies.
The amount of burst damage this lineup has is pretty incredible. A double raise with a roar, axes, and a power shot. No one lives through that. Wow.
Oh.
That hurts. What a snipe.
That's the strength of the Wind Ranger now as well. 3 points up in power shot even, and I think that's how many points level 4 used to have, if I'm not mistaken, for damage.
Yeah, but they changed the scaling, so when you hit, like before it dropped off less, the more targets you hit. Now it drops off a ton. It's like 20% per target. So yeah, the initial hit does more, but it also, the damage scales down faster per unit.
Not as good for creep camp farming, more about the snipes.
Exactly. But it does feel real good when you hit 15 and you hit that like 550 damage power shot on someone and they just explode.
I see you're one of us as well.
I love Wind Ranger.
It's
See,
a great hero.
There's a thing you gotta know about me, and I think Jake and I had this argument, Slacks, is I loved Wind Ranger even when she was truly awful.
Okay.
It was just a hero that I always enjoyed playing. But now she's good. So Jake is unhappy, and I'm right, which, you know, the world's right is rain right now.
Absolutely. That's the way it should be. Kezu, Zoxa taking down the tower up top. They're wrapping around towards mid here. God, this is a tough one to find a kill onto, though. With Dark Pack always available, they're looking for the Shadow Fiend, hoping that he's going to be around this area, but he is actually up in this jungle, farming away at the hard camps. It's actually the safer part of the map, since he's sort of in this cocoon of the rest of his heroes. And Slark again. Moving over to the side, they will run into him with the Moonlight Shadow down, and Dara, they get the Terrorize off with the Root as well. They're able to find him, and that should be close to a kill. They take him down.
They actually lost Troll as well. I can't believe he died to that. So, while that was happening, Misery got a hook shot on him and bought him, and got the Urn charge off, had a dust, chased him around for a bit. The Zeus eventually came in to try to scare him off, but it was already too late. Like, the last tick of Urn killed him. He wasn't able to out-regen it even with the Ring of Health. It's very unfortunate. He's going Battle Fury, which... I don't know if you can go Battle Fury this game with the kind of start that he's had. They really want Kezu here.
Dark Wolf chasing, but not quite in range, and Kezu, is he actually going to get out of this? They're looking for the arrow now. He's cutting his way through the trees, seeing if he can find his way back in there, and going to TP away. Oh, I thought maybe Terrorize.
Well,
on cooldown.
They didn't actually get vision of him because Cancel clicked where the Beastmaster was, but since he was in fog, it pathinged him to turn around, right? Because it was obviously impassable terrain because there's a hero standing there. So Madara is going to find a kill here on the jabs and a hook shot. In the meantime, on to Charlie while he's farming the Ancients. Will be going down once again, and Misery is going to trade his life for it, but I think he'll be more than okay with that trade.
You take that every day of the week.
See, this is my issue with the Battle Fury, is that you're buying this item that requires you to farm at least one more item to be able to live in this game. And what is that item going to be? Well, your first inclination would be BKB, because there's a Clockwork, a Wind Ranger, a Shadow Fiend, and a Slark, and all these heroes do a pretty good amount of magical damage and have lockdown. But the Troll wants another item on top of that to really feel safe, like a Scotty or an SNY or a Shadow Blade or whatever. Just something else to be able to feel potent in the fights. You don't just want to go Battle Fury BKB. That build-up feels mediocre at best, and then because you're going second item BKB, you have to pop it so many times to stay in a fight or you know, secure a kill, that it's going to be a 5-second BKB really fast. Then you're just back to the same freaking problem, where my magic immunity doesn't last long enough.
Well, and
So-
honestly, what's the biggest problem in this game right now, at least, it feels like, is going to be the Beastmaster.
Right.
And he doesn't give a damn anyways, so yeah, I'm with you. This is feeling like a rough game right now for the Troll Warlord, and I mean, at the pace of it, I honestly don't even know if he's going to be able to get to that second item.
It's looking a bit rough. It's an 8k goal lead at 17 minutes. It's obviously not insurmountable, but it's not great either. I think that Troll in particular, he is a pretty decent laner, but against Beastmaster, Wind Ranger, that lane is just the next level filth. You know what I mean? It's just so strong. And he died, what, was it 2 times in lane? I think it was 2. Maybe it was only
yeah.
1. But he gets really far behind. Maybe he feels this is the only way he'll be able to come back in the game is by getting an item that allows him to accelerate.
Okay.
But the fact of the matter is, the Slark already has Shadow Blade, and you can purge off the Whirling Axis debuff with Dark Pact. So you can find that troll in the jungle, kill him maybe even solo if you want to, or maybe, you know, Misery throws in a Rocket Flare because he's freaking level 10 at 17 minutes as a position 4, which is crazy high level. Yeah, I have big concerns right now for Kingdra. I don't know where they're going to be able to find the real estate on the map to get the stuff they need. Like, this troll needs farm. The Moran needs farm. He's even going for Aghanims, which I feel... In this game, I get it. Like, he wants to be the one who's sitting in side lanes. He wants to be the one who's side lane pushing really fast and, like, trying to force BlinkPool around. Because if the Clockwork hooks him, it's not a big deal. He can leap away. He can get away from the ganks as long as it's not the Beastmaster. And as of right this second, the Beastmaster doesn't have Shadow Blade. He doesn't have Blink. He's just going Necro. Which means that it's pretty unlikely that Cancel will straight up just get caught unless it's a smoke. So I think that he's doing the right thing by building like the older build, giving himself the magical burst damage, giving himself the wave clear. And then hoping real freaking hard that Charlie can get himself into this game.
Yeah.
Because he is still very far away from Battle Fury.
This is incredibly tough. And you talk about even like the lowest net worth heroes. Right now, Wind Ranger, Brown Boots, Javelin. Like, this is a scary hero on the map right now, even with only 2,700 net worth. Like, it feels as if she finds this Troll Warlord, she could maybe just kill him. Honestly.
With Focus Fire, she absolutely can kill him, yeah.
And that's the position 5 hero with the second lowest net worth in the game. Like, this is incredibly difficult to deal with. And that's 2 tier 2 towers in a matter of seconds as they've been able to find him right away. And Charlie, in some trouble, is going to be able to get out of there for the moment. So it does look like Wind Ranger is going to go down. He's able to live through that.
I think Saksa... Wait, did he have Dust? He had a Sentry. Okay. So they Moonlighted. I guess even if he committed harder, the last couple of attacks would have missed anyway because he would have been invisible.
Right.
Still a nice attempt. Almost got him. If he died there... Ooh. Would have been a rough one.
I mean, hypothetically, he could have like kept running forward and then saved the power shot or something, but it was about as good of an attempt as you could get. The thing that's crazy is that they're not actually even that punished for that. Like, that's all these
what are
heroes
they
coming
going to
back.
do? They had to TP everyone to protect the troll.
Yeah.
So what's your counterplay when everyone has to TP to the base at 18 minutes?
Tears.
Yeah, the counterplay is this Willow isn't carrying it. I'm waiting for it.
Dara. Biryu is there. They do still have sentry wards if you want to drop them, but these sentry wards were pooled for him to de-ward some stuff across the rest of the map.
And now it's a Roshan, because you have a Beastmaster.
BlinkPool taking full advantage of their lineup as the side lanes are going to be pressured out right now. Bambo does have a Veil. There's something to be said for this lineup. It's that they are a little bit susceptible to magical damage.
Yeah. That is definitely true. But I do love the SF itemization. He knows exactly what his job is this game. What is happening?
I don't really know. There's a root. Are they really going to lose the SF right now? Who walks back through? That's to the Aegis only. But still.
I mean, that's
huge.
That's a big deal. Getting the Aegis off the SF.
Oh, Zeus.
There's nothing you can do about the CP. Yeah, that was a really nice salvage from that situation. If the SF walks to a tier 3 and he has BKB Dragonlance with an Aegis, he's not going to really feel pressured to pop the BKB before he respawns first time. But now, because he doesn't have it, you can force him to BKB, and once he does, he will no longer feel comfortable pushing that high ground. And for the time being, he's going to be satisfied just hitting this offlane tier 1. They might even go tier 2. I'm not sure if Kingdra really wants to defend it, but they are going to pop Moonlight, so they have some intention here.
And they realize now what's going on. I think that might have broken the passive of Slark for a moment. Yeah, I think I mean, when you look back at that, I think Kaiser probably could have just escaped by walking away from the Willow when they saw him. But,
he might not have seen the Zeus because, okay, Overgrowth.
Hear you, done.
Still dead. But my assumption is that he didn't know the Zeus was there. And he doesn't want to just pop his BKB either, because if he does and he respawns without it, then he's dead anyway. Oh, goodbye, Jebs.
He is done as well, as bottom lane still pressured in here, and there's a TP towards the top, which means they're not going to be there to defend the bottom, where guess what? They're knocking on your front door. Full Warlord right now does have a TP, but does not want to have to expend it as the Terrorize is going to come out. That will hold the tower for a moment. And there's the focus fire that turns it. Terrorize on a very long cooldown indeed. They'll get the tier 3 and now decide to back out.
Tier 3 and Shrines. The classic. Actually, they might not even go Shrines right now. Slark's already TP'd away. He's looking for the troll. He still doesn't have Battle Fury.
Oh no.
It is so difficult, this game.
Oh wow.
But this is the problem when you go to this item, is that you have it almost completed and you go, hey man, I almost got my Battle Fury, sick. And then you realize you don't have a tier 3 tower in your bottom lane.
Yeah.
And you cannot walk to a fight with a naked Battle Fury as troll. With this many disables and this much damage, you're just fodder. Like you need to keep like side lane farming. And that's another problem, is he can't really side lane farm against Clockwork and a Shadowblade Slark.
Yeah.
Like someone needs to be with him all the time for Madara to feel 100% safe. And I don't even know who's going to keep him safe. I guess Willow, if Bambo has ultimate, like Terrorize is a good way to peel people off your core.
I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that they've got at this point to help deal with that. I was also just looking at the vision right now. They place one more ward as they move out across the map, Kingdra, but outside of that they have cut through just about the rest of them. Troll does a little bit of creep cutting there as well, and he has enough gold now just about for the Battle Fury. Looks like it might be time to get some more pressure on, potentially, although again, Kingdra not having everybody nearby. Oh no, they got the courier. That was his Battle Fury.
Oh my god. How could it get any worse?
Oh my god.
It actually cannot possibly get any more worse slash unlucky, whatever you want to call it, for the troll. He's got almost the same net worth as the Clockwork.
Oh no. Whew. We did see the Mirana go a little bit of a different talent choice, taking the 15 minus 5 second Sacred Air cooldown instead of the Leap attack speed.
That is a bit interesting.
It's weird because this has been one of the big things that has made Mirana come back, I feel like, into the scene so much, is the early usage of arrows, or rather of the attack speed. Like when you hit 15 and you have a Maelstrom or something, it's just so much damage.
Right, but he did go the Aghanims build, so there's less incentive to utilize that attack speed. There's no lightning proc or anything. He's just going for the, I'm going to clear the waves, I'm going to buy a BKB and try not to die in fights, because you do need it against Slark. If you don't have a BKB, you can't Manta Pounce unless you physically Manta him jumping at you, which is pretty hard to do, actually.
Yeah.
So he needs that item to live. And even then, you can still just get roared and beaten to death anyway. So it's a hard game.
Hard game indeed. 1.5 minutes until Charlie can get his prize. Poor Charlie.
Yeah, this has not been a strong showing for Troll Warlord.
We saw a couple of them in China and Southeast Asia, and every one just did not look that solid. I feel like the hero is in a pretty rough spot right now.
Yeah. His abilities just don't really seem to do that much. Like, maybe he needs a bit of a Whirling Axis damage buff or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like it's the type of hero that needs to be able to find kills in lane. But then I think back to like 6.83 when that came around, and you know, he did get kills in lane, and then he was just broken.
Yeah, that was the Troll Sniper Jug patch.
Yeah.
That was a dark time. We try not to reminisce too much about it. I can still hear the ho-ho ha-ha.
That one video where it's Sniper getting countered. Do you remember that video?
I've probably seen it before, but I don't remember the specifics.
I'll show it to you later. It's a good
Yeah.
one. I would highly recommend it to anybody out there if you wanted the 6.83. Just type in 6.83 into YouTube. It'll be the first result, I'm sure.
I'm really freaking out.
19,000 net worth lead, 26 minutes in, and BlinkPool with this dominant lead. They're going to open up right away onto that Dark Willow, but does escape for the moment. Dara will to sidestep the arrow as well. They still have the hook shot available if they want to go for it. But holding steady, and he's done it.
The 26-minute and 30-second Battle Fury. I mean, I guess to be fair, he would have had it a couple of minutes ago because a courier died.
Yeah.
But this is just another item to continually hit creeps. Like, it doesn't give them a way to win a fight. It doesn't give them a way to defend their base. BlinkPool are just going to continually run pretty much rampant all over the map, just do whatever they want.
Curse Crown goes out, and it's some pressure onto this barracks. I mean, this is the perfect initiation, right? Like, they hit an arrow onto Slark when Dark Pack's down, but they just can't do anything. Incredibly difficult game. Troll Warlord again. He's going to try and get out here and hit some creeps, but the hook shot in is going to find himself jabs and already damage out with the blade mail down. He's done as they start to take down these barracks. Troll Warlord still capable of TPing if he wants, but he doesn't really feel like he provides all that much to the fight at this point. It's giving them support from the other side of the map.
I mean, even if the Troll TP's back, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
Like, what's he gonna walk up there and just instantly die?
So BlinkPool again. 28 minutes in. They find the fear, trying to do some damage as well, but it's just not looking like it's going to happen. And in fact, Bambo is dead. Troll Warlord comes back in again. It's about 2,000 gold away from that BKB as Cancel is going to think about leaping away. And well, this is feeling mighty, mighty strong from BlinkPool. It's the last lane of barracks is going to go down. And looking like so too will be the end of our day one of the European qualifiers, unless something drastic and magical happens here, but it's going to be the Slark just taking down the Troll Warlord. The buyback comes out as well. Misery dealing a ton of damage to Cancel, actually, just by virtue of that blade mail. And now with Wind Ranger here, they do a good bit of damage there as well. Focusing down the buildings. Oh, there's an overgrowth, and the roar comes out now onto that tree. He is dead. They jump forward with the Slark, get the slowdown as well as Charlie trying to escape, but this is going to be a dieback for the Troll Warlord. Celebratory Requiem as we get to the Mega Creeps. And looking like this game is just about as close to over as you can come.
Yeah, just having a little fun, I guess. Kingdra just going for some kills. Pound's going to be a bit off the mark here. Madara's still going hard, though. Probably dead. He flops over in the enemy team's base. But yeah, it's Megas. Less than 30 minutes into the game. Troll. Oh my goodness. He almost has less net worth than the Wind Ranger now.
It ain't great. It's not great.
I want to say what it was, like third or fourth pick troll.
Yeah.
I wonder what it was that tipped them off that they wanted to play troll this game. I mean, I would say it's a pretty okay matchup against Shadow Fiend if you're given, you know, maybe 20 minutes to hit creeps, like actually hit creeps. But here's another problem too, is the way that they had to lane it. So because they knew that Shadow Fiend was going to be getting souls, they wanted to try to give Cancel somewhat of a chance in lane by sending the Zeus there. Well, that means now that hero is missing from the side lanes. So it's like, your troll just suffered, right? Because no one, they couldn't help him because they were helping the Mirana. And there's just massive memes going on right now. This GG is called.
You gotta love Bambo. Well, GG, done and dusted. Kingdra, they gotta win. I still can't believe they took down TFT. That's crazy. That actually might have some implications as the qualifiers continue on. Because right now, taking a look at the standings, OG finished the day perfect, 6-0. Wind and Rain 4-1. We've got Kingwin that are up 3-2. BlinkPool are also going to move on to 3-2. And that puts them as the top 4. With the Final Tribe down to just 1-4. They're tied with Alliance and Kingdra with the lowest score right now.
That is, I mean, it's not really surprising because it's one of those teams that is thrown together for a qualifier, you know?
Yeah.
Like Kingdra is, you know, it's unfortunate. I think it's nice to watch teams play and kind of grow over time, but it's unlikely that if this team doesn't make it through the qualifier that they're going to stick together.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I meant more for the Final Tribe.
Oh, you mean Final Tribe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I misheard, misunderstood, whatever, something.
I gotcha. We're there.
We're at the finish line, Gabe.
It's happened.
I need you to carry me downstairs.
All right, we're going downstairs, ladies and gents. Have a wonderful day. We got North American Dota that's going on as well. More action to come tomorrow in both Southeast Asia and EU. We are going to finish off our coverage here today. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the wide, wonderful world of Dota 2, and we'll see you later.